Welcome again to another edition of Building Bridges with Suriname. This week, we examine another CARICOM institution, the CARICOM Competition Commission, which is located in Suriname. And with us to unpack the functions and the role of the CARICOM Competition Commission is the chairman, Mr. Justice Christopher Blackman, a former Court of Appeal judge in Belize and the Bahamas, and a judge in Barbados, a High Court judge in Barbados. We have the executive director, Ms. Nivea Ramsunder, and two economists, Mr. Barry Headley, senior economist, and Mr. Rommel Hippolyte, research economist. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Building Bridges with Suriname. We will start today, and I'm going to address this question to Mr. Justice Christopher Blackman. I want you to tell me about the CARICOM Competition Commission and exactly why this commission was established.
Thank you very much for having me on the program, and the commission is delighted to have an opportunity to speak to CARICOM and make people more aware of why we were created. The Competition Commission was created under Article 171 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas in 2001 at a meeting in Nassau, Bahamas. In 2004, the heads of government at a meeting in Grenada agreed that the headquarters of the Commission would be in Paramaribo, Suriname. That notwithstanding, it was not until January 2008 that the Commission was inaugurated with the appointment by the Regional and Judicial Legal Services Commission of the first 7 commissioners with Dr. Kushna Haran Singh of Trinidad and Tobago as the first chairman. At the inauguration ceremony, the then Secretary General of CARICOM, His Excellency Edwin Carrington, remarked that the Commission is a vital institution and its focus is on fostering efficiency in the marketplace, promoting consumer welfare, and protecting their interests. As early as 2001, the region recognized that competition law and policy and its enforcement were fast becoming a fixture in free market economies. Therefore, there was a tangible move to bring the region into a more modernized business environment, encourage interregional trade and investment, promote innovation, and ensure consumer choice at better prices. It was felt that the best way to do so was to ensure that each member state and the region as a whole had institutions such as the Commission to protect competition markets and consumer rights as necessary. The membership of the Commission and Commission Secretariat has been regional from inception, with past and present membership spanning the entire region from as far as Jamaica in the north, with Ambassador Stuart Stevenson among the first cohorts of those appointed, and Mr. Hans de Poel of Suriname in the south, to many people from the sub-region of the OECS. We have been dynamic in our approach, and recently we moved even further in our targeted audience and brought in secondary school students in our first essay writing competition, which was completed last year, with the winner in the senior category coming from Jamaica, while the winner in the junior division came from St. Kitts. We received such a high caliber of essays that we were obliged to not only give prizes to those who won, but also commendations for the very well presented work.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Justice Blackman. Let us now look at this short video from Mr. Rommel Hippolyte, where he will explain more to us on the CARICOM Competition Commission.
Hi everyone. In this video, we will explore the concept of competition and discuss why competition law and policy is important. From a business standpoint, competition is a process of rivalry between firms selling similar products, or at least products consumers view to be similar. When competing, firms strive to win customers to earn higher revenues, and this competition takes place in what we call markets. In the CSME, we have several small economies with business communities that produce goods and services that compete on national markets with each other, with those from businesses in other CSME member states, and in many cases with those outside the CSME. This is a good thing for consumers and businesses in the region. For consumers, robust competition amongst firms can lead to lower prices of goods and services, more options of goods available for purchase, and better quality products on markets. For businesses, strong competition ensures that firms become more innovative in the way they produce or distribute their products. These innovations could help regional businesses become more competitive. Since competition benefits consumers and businesses, it is therefore important to protect it. This is where competition law and competition authorities come into the picture. Competition law is legislation that prohibits firms from engaging in anti-competitive business conduct, and competition authorities safeguard these laws. By monitoring markets, competition authorities make certain that businesses are not engaging in activities that undermine competition. They only intervene in markets if there's a breach to the competition law they enforce. So in the CSME, there are national competition authorities in the member states that monitor and intervene in markets when there's a breach to their national competition laws. And there's the CARICOM Competition Commission, which in accordance with the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, monitors and intervenes in markets when there is anti-competitive business conduct that affects more than one member state. For more information on competition law, and the CARICOM Competition Commission, contact us via our website or check out our social media platforms.
Mr. Hippolyte, given what you've just said and what we have seen outlined in the video, how important, therefore, is the CCC to the OECS?
Thank you for the question, Senator. For all the economies in the region, there are factors that make it difficult for new businesses to enter markets and supply goods and services to consumers. We usually call these factors entry barriers. These entry barriers can sometimes be due to government policies or anti-competitive business conduct by businesses already operating in markets. For the smaller economies in the CSME in particular, a good indicator of how difficult it might be for a new business to enter markets is by looking at the ease of doing business reports that are published by the World Bank. The report ranks 190 countries across the globe based on data compiled across 11 areas of business. So the lower a country ranks, the more unfavorable it is its regulatory environment for new businesses. Now, if we take, for example, the rankings of the smaller economies, such as the OECS member states in 2010 and 2019, the average rank of those countries in 2010 was 64, while in 2019 it was 122. This suggests that in the sub-region, the regulatory environment relative to other countries has become more unfavorable for new businesses over the period. So there's a great need for the smaller economies in the region to have a body with a competition mandate to monitor markets and advise the governments on those barriers that could be or caused by government policies and assist in the minimization of anti-competitive business conduct.
We'll take a break and be right back.
Building Bridges with Suriname, brought to you in collaboration with the Prime Minister's Office and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.